Bum, 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 bum. I'm live. Hey, everybody. How you doing? I hope you're all well. Welcome to a Monday Night Live on a Tuesday Night Live. Lovely to see you. Thank you very much for joining me once again. And yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. I'm a little bit tired, so bags under the eyes. Just realised that my sort of slightly different lighting setup is not helpful for that. But you never know. We'll get past it. We'll get through it. Hi, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, what we're going to do is the first 10 minutes are going to be spent just saying hello to people in chat. So if you are watching this on replay, just skip forward 10 minutes. Don't worry about the first 10 minutes. Skip that bad boy, and then we'll get into it. And at that point, we'll then go into the normal part of the vlog. So there'll be me just chatting about a few odds and sods, bits and pieces that have come in, and things that I should be way more aware of than I am, because I can't, as always, remember what I showed you last week. And so, yes, we will do all that sort of stuff. Then Mr. Todd will come in and I'll answer a bunch of your questions. If you do have any questions during that, any of that stuff ahead of time, please make it kind of start it with @vapingbiker and then uppercase capital letters, and then that will help me see the question. However, when I'm doing the vloggy stuff, I don't pay a huge amount of attention to chat because I'm easily led astray. I can easily just start rambling on about something else. So, you know, in order to keep that going, then yeah, I will answer the kind of the random questions after the first gubbins has happened. Is that right? Cool with that? Cool. Right, let's have a little look in chat and say hello to a fair few people in the chat. Boom, there is a super chat in there already, $5. Thank you very much. Jacob Hunt, thanks for all the good reviews. Thank you very much indeed. Very kind of you. Now then, let's have a little, and very kind for the donation. Thank you very much indeed. Now let's have a little look. I'm going to scroll up in the chat so I can see who's in here, and we're going to just power through. If you're saying where you're from, then by all means I will do my best to read that out, but do let me know which country you're from and all that sort of good stuff, because I like that noise. That makes me happy. So Gort Bull, Orchurch, Russ Ferguson, Alex McKenzie, Pilgrim Vote. All right, Davey Poos, how you doing? Russ Ferguson, I've said hello to you. Sergey Zemsky, hey, how you doing, Sergey? Cuz Steve, all right, Steve-O, nice to see you. Thank you very much indeed. Socrates, the cab driver, all right, sir, how you doing? Legion Votes is in. Who else we got going on? David Mottram, are you in here twice, David Mottram? What's going on there? I don't understand. Pilgrim Votes and what? I don't understand. You've confused me. What else we got? Dominic Pelosi is in here. Nice bike, mate. All right, nice one. How you doing? Stewie Deluxe Vapor. All right, Stewie Deluxe Vapor. Kevin Smith, are you the film producer? Did I try and make that joke last week? Michael Black, Jake Smith, Average Joe Vapes, Craig Botham, Andy Franklin, Deborah Connor, first of the 4% crew, OG 4% crew. So hey Deborah, how you doing? Mr. Moist, I remember your name from last week. I'd still like that name. Robert Cromwell, Super Anodyne, John Mueller or Muller? John, you've been kind enough to watch me for ages, and I still don't know if it's Mueller or Muller. Let me know. Phil Lee, hi, how you doing? Phil, nice to see you. James McDonough, I think I've said hi. Lassie, how you doing, Lassie? That just shot up a little bit. Todd is in chat as always, just swinging around that banhammer. So there aren't very many rules, you know. We don't do that sort of thing. Basically, don't be a knobhead. If you're not a knobhead, we'll get on famously. Everyone's a winner. What else have we got here? Reese Evans is in here. Mike Sem, Alban Ancient, is it maybe? Hydean just got home from work, iced coffee and a vape in hand. Oh, I've got some espressos raring to go, ready to make some iced coffee. I just realized, looking at my coffee machine, I actually made myself a coffee earlier on today and then just left it on the coffee machine. So yeah, but now I've got things to make up Freddos, and I'm very excited because it's been a while since I've had a proper iced coffee. Anyway, what else have we got? See, tangents. There is, you see, I can do them fairly easily. What else have we got? Pete Tafoya is in there. Stephen James. Kimmy Vapes. All right, Kimmy, how you doing? Nice to see you. Nightcrawler. Hans Hoffer from Austria. Thank you very much for joining us from Austria, Hans. Very kind of you, my friend. What else have we got? Dog sniffer. Even young man watching in Cardiff. Muchos gracias, even though that's not Welsh, but you know what I'm saying. What else have we got going on here? From sunny Dundee is Jim. Fantastic. Nice to see it. It makes a change for makes a change even for Dundee to be sunny, does it not? Andrew Small is from Alabama. WT Vape. What's up, everyone? All right. Graham Vincent, evening Dean, and everyone. Hans Dampf, all the best from Berlin, home of the Intersteam. I don't know if I'm going to Intersteam. I've been waiting on a reply to find out if I'm going to the Intersteam show. I don't know if that's happening or not. I'm very confused. But I'd like to go over there. What else have we got going on? Oh, I've lost my place. I've lost my place. Here we go. Right. Jorgen Torsten. Jorgen. Evening. Eve, sorry if I've just royally butchered your name there. Jazzy Jag, what's up with you? Well, Robert Wiggles, what is this? What's it? What is it? The Faith No More song going on my head then. It's it. What is it? It's it. What is it? Wolfie Smith, sup? Realize. What's up, Dean? Just go ahead. Just started. Good timing there. Luke Apicella. Hello, how you doing? Lynn Smith, another 4%er in the house. Lovely old job. Trevor Larkin. Me, Smokey is in Belgium. Nice to see you over in Belgium. Bertrand Russell, evening Dino from Lancaster. Steve Clark. Hi from Steve and Helen in Rugby. Hello, Steve and Helen in Rugby. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming and joining in. What else have we got going on there? Andre Basilau. I'm going to go with that one, I think. We're going to go with that one. Johnny Mueller, I've said hello to you. Kimmy, I've said hello to you. Ronnie Cash Vapes is in. Bye, ladies and gentlemen. Ronnie Cash Vapes. Hello, Ronnie. How you doing, fella? Nice to see you. What else have we got going on here? De Holt, here we go again. Hello from Berlin. Here we do go again, my friend. Absolutely. Vape Geek. Hello, everyone. Hello, Vape Geek. How you doing? Nice to see you. Michael Black is from Bonnie, Scotland. Scott Miller. What else? I'm trying to scroll really carefully. Andy, oops, late evening from Bristol. It's all right. We're just about to get kicking into things. Can I get a shout out for my partner Nathan? He helped me quit smoking. Jake Smith, absolutely. And a big shout out to Nathan, and well done for getting Jake to quit smoking. Congrats, and congrats to the pair of you for both getting vaping. Good work. I like that stuff. Did he write? How you getting on, Dean? Blast, she's misty and chroma. Yeah. It's a bit nippy here. It's quite cloudy here. We've had the hot weather. Is Mr. Schwar, is he in here? I think he's in here. Eddie Summerford. Hello, Alex McKenzie. Red Bastard Vapes. Gavin Barnett. Michael Black, Jazzy Jag, Chris Phillips. I think I've covered a bunch of you now. ID Voca. Hello. See, you try and go through the chat carefully, and then it just goes gone. Done. So yes, I think I'm going to do a little scroll through, and I will try and give you a shout out. If I haven't done so far already, I will try and say hello later on if you ask any questions. So fingers crossed. Steve Crolix from Delaware. There you go. Hey, Steve-O. How you doing? And Graham Smith is in Thailand. Fantastic. I'm loving it. Lois Ashton's in. Oh, nice. Right. Anyway, look, we're 10 minutes in. Let's get kicking into the thing, shall we? So, what has been going on? I hope you've all been well. I hope you've all had a good week and enjoyed yourself. I hope that if you're in the UK, you had a great bank holiday. And if you are in America, you had a good Memorial Day. I think that was this weekend just gone, I believe. I think, maybe. So I hope that went well for you, if that's what you did. If not, whatever you did, I hope you had a jolly good time. Now then, the things that have been going on here, like I said, can't remember what I showed you last week, so there may be a couple of pieces of repetition in here, maybe, possibly. There are a few things that came in today, but a couple of bits of repetition. So did I show you from Fine Mods in the UK? Did I show you this? This is my pardon me, DNA 250C that I commissioned from Matt at Fine Mods, which is FYNE, finemods.co.uk. And just trying to get the focus in there. Really nice walnut with a black resin in there, stainless tubes. Got some nice engraving things going on the back there. And away you go. So nice stabilized, and it's DNA 250C. So yeah, boom, some of those apples. But yeah, I like that a lot. Yes, you did, and we all got very jealous. Right, okay, then I'll stop talking about that. But finemods.co.uk, go and check out young Matt. Now then, what else? In that case, I'm not entirely sure about all the stuff that I have shown you. Now, one of the things that I should have done today, which I haven't done, is record the review for the Saver tank. Now, you know that I don't often review tanks, and very rarely, in fact. But I am going to review this, and I don't care if you don't like it. So up your bum. I quite like the tank, and it's young Richard, and I like Richard. So go and see Richard. So Jameson MP, that answers that question. So yes, I meant to record the review today, but to be honest with you, I've been so busy that I was absolutely knackered this afternoon and didn't get around to recording it. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. So I'm very, very excited about that. Now then, there is a few bits and bobs that came in today that I can tell you about. Oh, by the way, just to keep up with, you know, a kind of a what I've been vaping on kind of situation, I've still been banging on with this this cut from Desire Design, the people that brought you the Rage RDA, no, not RDA, the Rage mod with Ownboy, the people that brought you this little puppy. I've also got this, which is a single 2700 mod, and it's actually, you know, I wasn't overly sure about this shape to begin with, and the sort of the button placement and all that sort of stuff, and I don't like the look of the buttons. I think it's just red on black. It does make me think a little bit Kangatech, but and I don't really like the fact that this blue bit kind of all lights up. I'm not really a huge fan of that. However, I've actually been using the Squonker rather a lot. The Squonk bottle's in a nice and easily accessible place. A little bit strange for some kind of fingering, if you like, but no, it's a pretty comfortable mod, and I have actually been using it. And the battery life, I've been using 30 T's in there, and it does seem to have been going rather well. So I have been enjoying that quite a lot. And obviously the Proton that's sitting underneath the Saver, I have been banging on with that as well. And yeah, I mean, I'm not entirely sure I get, you know, why people have got super excited about the Proton, but it is a decent little mod from Inikin, and Inikin have done, you know, they've made a lot of good stuff. They've made a lot of really good stuff, but they've also made a couple of mods that have been a little bit kind of, but that, I think they're going back to form with that one. It's pretty simple, easy to use, and does seem to be doing a good job. So I'm loving that. I really wanted them to do it. I know it's coming across as a little bit yellow, but a yellow kind of screen, because that would have matched the tank even more. Why would you not have done yellow? I don't get it. Anyway, there we go. So there we go. Luke, I've just got the double barrel by Squid Industries. Very impressed with it. Have you tried it? Yes, there is a video on my channel about that one, Luke. So feel free to go and check that out. I think I did a live show and tell on that one, telling people what I thought of it. So that's happened. Now then, what else have we got? Obviously, I've been vaping on the Basium, and that's been something that I will be able to tell you about very, very soon, and that's very exciting. Very exciting. I know I keep saying soon, but this is really soon now. So that is super exciting. Now, the things that came in today that I thought were kind of cool. So first off, we've got the what's it called? The Pico Squeeze 2. Now then, this is getting kind of, I think this is getting a bit of a kind of a mixed bag on social media at the moment. I do think it's getting a little bit of a sort of a strange kind of vibe. And 21700 batteries, it's heavy. It's really, really heavy. And it's I'm kind of into it, I think I am. Today is day one of playing with it, so I can't really give you a full rundown on it. Just realized I've probably been out of focus that whole time, but no, having you know, it's an interesting look. It's an interesting looking thing. It's the fire button is round there on the back. That round thing there is the fire button We've obviously got the battery tube right here. We've got a beauty ring on this RDA, and the actual innards for this RDA, fairly simple, sort of stuff we've seen already. But the air is coming in there and it's going in under the coil. That's just a parallel 24 gauge that I've put in there just to give it its first build. So we'll see how we get on with that puppy there. And I know I'm blowing out on the light. I shouldn't have changed my lighting. But no, all in all, it doesn't seem to be going too badly. Like I said, only built it today, only just started using it, so I haven't really got a lot out of it. But at 55 watts, it's doing a fine job. And I mean, you want to fire it with your thumb. There's no escaping that. You want to fire it with your thumb. Absolutely. I'm just going to turn this light down a little bit. There we go. You definitely want to fire it with your thumb. So that's kind of a bit of a weird thing. And then or fire it with your trigger finger, and that you can't. So it's kind of a finger fire there. I like side firing mods. I do like side firing mods. I have done for a long time. And so I'm kind of into it. I'm down, as the kids say. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. So I'm kind of looking forward to that one. Vaping Biker, can I get a Bastion without Facebook? Absolutely, you will be able to. They should be all over the place in a matter of weeks. Okay, what else have we got? Finally pulled the trigger on the Minikin V2 after watching your review, sir. Scott says, so hopefully you enjoy that, Scott. I still think it's one of the best mods that Asmodus have done. I think it's just an amazing, every day, all day, long-lasting mod. I think it's really, really good. So I really, really enjoyed that one. Anyway, what else have we got? So what else have we got here? This is the, what's it called? The Rift Core Duo. So basically I had a package from UK Vapor Brands, and this Rift Core Duo and a couple of bits and bobs all came in, and this is pretty interesting. Now, for those of you that haven't seen it, I'm just going to take off the base here and show you the inside. So this is the kind of the deck, if you like, and essentially the two sets, the sort of middle side sections either side of the that wick there are heating plates, so to speak. And so what's going to happen there is your juice is going to be all over your wick, and then it's going to heat up from the middle. And I think this is a pretty damn interesting idea. I've not wicked it yet, and I've not juiced it yet, and I've not tried it. And that's mainly because there was kind of machine oil in the threads, and you can kind of see it on the ends of the wick there, if it wasn't being blown out by the light. And so I'm going to have to re-wick it, and I've just not had time to do that as yet. However, as far as the tank goes, it seems like it could be an interesting one. Unless it vapes really, really well, I'm not going to do a review. I don't think I'll do it. We'll see. We'll see whether I do a review on this. And my reason for doing a review on this, if I do, is because it's a different form of pardon me, coil, and it's not mesh and all that sort of good stuff, which I think is good. And the airflow on it is reasonably smooth, but it does have that kind of thing that I've whinged about before on occasions, where you kind of, even without anything going on, it kind of goes. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying when I do that? And it kind of weirds me out a little bit. But nowhere near as bad as the little RDA on top of this Advocain squonking box. It's actually called just squonking. Nowhere near as bad as that. So you know, this could be pretty interesting. So I'm kind of looking forward to giving this a try out once I have got around to re-wicking it. But it's a fat little bugger. I think it's like 25, 26 mil, something like that. So it is pretty damn chunky. So yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting one to try out. And it doesn't look too bad either, does it? I don't think it's going to be that much of a thing. But I mean, with a lot of these things, it's like with mesh, it's like with ceramic and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be down to, you know, how much punch there is in those kind of heating things. I imagine something like that could work really well, where you've got a mod where you can put your own power curves in, so you can give it that kind of initial oosh, and then you can kind of tailor it off. And also what I'm going to have to do is find out what the material is that they're made with, because if it's, I doubt it's stainless steel. No, it's not really stainless steel, is it? But being on the recurve, no, not on the recurve, on the replay function on the DNA 250, that'd be amazing. But I don't think that's going to work. I don't think, but we'll see. But no, so I'm going to give it a go, and I think it's kind of cool. I do think that's kind of cool. Now, what else did I get? I did get a bunch of other bits and bobs here that I'm not gonna bore you with completely. One thing that I've got here is the Lexicon, which is a big fucking thing. That's you know, this is the Lexicon. Isn't that shiny? What? And where you go. But oh dear, bless them for having a go. Bless them for having a go. But what I don't really get why we've still got, look at all of the lights. Look, hang on, I'm going to turn this big light off so you can see these. Do we need all this stuff? Is this a thing in vaping now? This is essential, is it? Because, you know, I'm not into it. I'm not into it at all. Just realized that you might hear the fan of my light because I've moved my microphone so I don't bang into it. But no. So and it's really chunky. It's really chunky. It's really wide. What are you guys likely to have? I guess a lot of people have the Luxottic from Imac. So this is just a dual battery. It's not a squonker. So we're a hint taller than the Luxottic, but look how much wider it is. It's really thick. It's a thick thing. Do you know what I mean? This would have its own special kind of thing on Pornhub, and it's wider than the Luxottic as well, just by a little bit, but it is a little bit wider, and you can't really see because my hands are in the way. So yeah, I mean, it's a big sort of brick of a thing. It's a fingerprint magnet like you would not believe, which I'm not really into as well. But no, that's the thing. I have given them feedback on my first thoughts. There's a matching tank that goes with it. It's lovely, isn't it? So yeah, anyway, that's the thing. So that's I will give the mod a go. I mean, I'm kind of bagging on it at the minute because it's not my kind of thing, you know, flashing lights and all that sort of bollocks and bright shining red. I mean, that's not for me, but you know, it could be for some people. So whether it's going to get a review, I don't know, but I will give it a go. Now I have got a high flask as well. I did give that a little look and kind of broke it. So I'm not going to show you that one. I have got the Teros as well. Now the Teros little pod system. And this might be going into one of my kind of postage sale jobbies for my patrons. And I mean, it's a nice looking little pod system. So you fill up your pod system, and this, I've got to say, as far as pod systems go, this is the cleanest pod I think I've ever seen. It's not too heavy a kind of a darkening on the plastic there, and it just looks incredibly clean to me, which is great. So you fill the pod right here, and you can see through there at the bottom of that kind of the coil aspect, you can see where the wick holes are. So you know, they're tiny little wick holes. So this is going to be, you can tell it's going to be much sexier for your 50-50 and all that kind of stuff, and your higher PG juice. But when it's actually in the mod, is that the right way? No, it's probably the other way. There we go. It does look quite sweet, and this little mod is metal as well, so it's got quite the comfortable feel to it. So I do quite like that. I think it looks quite dinky if that's the sort of thing that tickles your taste buds. But no, so there we go. Now, once again, I don't know if that's going to get a review and this is one of those things where I didn't get a bunch of extra coils. And so because I didn't get a bunch of extra coils, I can't test it with a bunch of different juices to see at what point it burns out and all that sort of good stuff. So what might happen with this, that might go, like I say, for a postage sale to one of the patrons, so they can give it to a smoker. So someone that can benefit from it rather than just having another bit of vape gig, you know. So that will be the whoops, things are falling. That will be the proviso if that was to go out. And then finally, we do have their little sort of AIO, little kind of ego jobby, which is cute. It's cute as a button. Cute as a button. And with this one, it does look as though it's going to be able to wick much thicker e-liquid, which I think is great. Once again, nice and clean, nice and straightforward. And if I can show you, there we go. That looks like they're the wick holes going on there, and they look much larger. So I imagine this is going to be able to deal with a much thicker juice and be able to deal with it a lot better. So, you know, this is the Joytech Ego AIO Eco. This one's called the Ego AIO Eco. So boom, there you go. That's the thing. Once again, not got enough cores to test it, so could go to a smoker. So that's my plan. I think when I'm going to get in a lot of pod systems, unless there's something particularly interesting or exciting, I think they're going to sort of be edging towards going towards a smoker to try and help people away from the cigarettes rather than anything else, you know? Do you know of any refillable pod systems? Are they even a thing? I've just shown you two, literally just now, just shown you two. Oh no, well, one and a half, because that's the thing that I broke. Yes, so there you go. I've shown you at least one, and that is the Teros. So boom, get that up. Yeah. Now then, Gareth Lynch said model looks like it might be a fingerprint magnet. Fucking right, absolutely. That was the bright red one that we looked at. I read that as turds. Fair enough. Do you have any done that one? 40 T's fit in the original recipe. Pulse Squonk. Good to know, Zach. That looks very much like the Smock pen. They all look very much like all of the ego style things. All look very much the same. It's you know, it's one of those things. It goes back, if you pardon me, if you've been vaping for a while, you'll remember that it has been you know, it's a thing that's just been, you know, egos have always looked very similar. That's the thing. Pod systems are all very much the same, pretty much the same in my opinion. They kind of are, Luke, but some are definitely better than others. Deborah says, don't have to be a smoker to use a pod system. I take mine on holiday. I completely agree. However, it's you're more likely to be able to get a smoker using to convert using a pod system than you are a Smock Baby Dragon TFV19, aren't you? So that's my thinking about that one. Are rebuildable pod systems a thing? No, I don't know of any. So maybe people can tell me. I know there used to be back in the day, there was kind of some hacks for some of them. So you could kind of rebuild them, but they weren't designed to be rebuilt. So I don't know of any that have been designed to be rebuilt as yet. So there we go. What else have we got going on here? Hey there, thanks for the Anakin Proton review. Got one off your review. No problem. I haven't reviewed it, but thanks. Thanks very much. Now then, is there anything else going on? Right, so the FDA thing, if you are into that, go and check out Grimm's last vlog. Why am I not in focus? Where is the focus point? Is that what's going on here? I'm blurry af. I mean, it's no bad thing because I look like shit, but let's go with that, shall we? Yes, go and check out Grim Green's video about all that sort of good stuff and raising money for the court case that Nicopure are doing to the FDA. So go and have a look at that and see what you think of that bad boy. It seems to have split the vapors in some degree. However, I think that aside from whether it wins or not, the further it goes along in the grand scheme of things, the more traction it's going to get in mainstream media, the more the higher visuals we're going to have as an industry, which I think can't be a bad thing. So, you know, that's happening. What else have we got? I know there's things I wanted to speak at. I got some hate. I told you before about my studio headphones, and I told you that it wasn't a paid advert, that it wasn't a thing where they've kind of given me money to promote these, but I've never had them before, and they sent me a couple of pairs, so I thought I'd give them a try out. And I found something when I was doing some editing the other day. I found out that I'd knocked my balance on my mixer. and so it's coming out of more one side than it was the other. Wouldn't have known it without these. But yeah, and so because they sent a few across, you can go and get them with Vaping Biker 15 if you want some Bluetooth headphones that aren't too bad and fit on a massive head. But it's not a paid advert. Don't fucking stress out. We all like gadgets and things, don't we? Do we? Don't we? We do. And I know it's because I'm old, all right? I know that the kids have had these things for ages. I'm fully aware of that. But wireless headphones have blown me the fuck away. I tell you. It's genius. when the wife is watching something on TV, I can stick those on and watch my tablet or the phone or something like that. And then if I need to kind of, get up and go somewhere, I still put the phone down and then go take off my headphones and go, I don't have to. This is amazing. So it just cheers me the fuck up. So there you go. And if there's people like me out there, then and we can get you a bit of discount on bits and bobs here and there, then why the fuck not? So studio.com, Vaping Biker 15. And if you don't like it, up your bum. Don't care. I like saving money. I'm one of those people. What, no wires? Says Graham. Absolutely. But they do give you a wire if you really want to get wired. So, what? I swear to God, there was something else that I think was quite important that I wanted to talk about, and I've got no idea what they were. I've really got no idea what it was even. No. Not a clue. Not a clue. Anyway, update on the Basium. I've okayed something today, so we're now looking at going into pre-production, and it will be hopefully available in a bunch of different shops very, very soon. I will let you know. I'll be able to give you more sort of accuracy on timescales and all that sort of good jazz on the next vlog. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But no, otherwise, I think I'm going to be doing a bit of a change up with the background of the studio tomorrow. So that should be good. So the Saver review might have a bit of a different look to it. So that'll be kind of cool. Also, because I have got quite a lot of products to get through, I'm going to probably be mixing it up a little bit. So I'm going to be doing my nice studio reviews with the nice camera work and all this sort of good stuff. And I'll also be throwing in a couple of the live reviews. Now my camera setups and things work out what I think is to be pretty nicely, then I'll be doing a couple of live reviews as well. So if you haven't seen any yet, and it wouldn't surprise me if you haven't, because YouTube have been being dicks recently, then go and check out my feed link review to show you the Aspire feed link Squonker. I did that live. Let me know what you think about the camera work on that, because as far as live goes, I thought it was pretty darn reasonable. But I know that YouTube is suppressing things. I've certainly not had the same kind of views that I've had in the past, and that's down to a couple of things. Other than YouTube's regular algorithm, also there is a situation, and I think this is happening more in America than anywhere else at the moment, where YouTube is, I think they're trying out a different subscription feed. So rather than everything being in chronological order, so if you subscribe to me, Grim, and I don't know, Matt Suck My Mod, the most recent video being at the top, and then the one before that being underneath, and so on and so forth in your subscription feed. They're trying it out where they're telling you what they think you'll like. So much like Facebook and Instagram and all that, which is a fucking nightmare. I do not like that idea at all. But unfortunately, it's going to mean that there's a lot of creators and smaller creators like myself and smaller that just may not get seen. So if you are a subscriber, and I know for a fact people aren't getting notifications, if you are a subscriber, make sure you do hit the bell. It gives us your best chance of being of getting a notification, but it certainly doesn't guarantee that, So give that a go, and we'll see what's going on. Right, let me just have a quick look in chat, and then we can have a little look, see what's going on in the big wide world. And part of that is to obviously just to I like being able to break him on without even realizing.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy. In fact, just for badness, I apologise to anybody with headphones on. I'm really not happy. You're a cock. You're such a cock. I hate you. I was just getting angry with somebody in a message there, and you just that's it. Don't buy this squonker. It's shit. I'm telling you that now.
All right.
How the hell are you doing?
I'm quite hot and sweaty. I'm quite tired and looking rough but otherwise I'm good. How the hell are you, sir?
I'm not too bad. Good. I'm not too bad. I'm just it's still light. How awesome is this?
It is there, isn't it? Yeah.
When did the no, it's not summer solstice. When is the one when it it happens and then it starts getting dark? Solstice? Summer solstice? Could be.
August?
I love the summer.
Yeah.
So, I'm supposed to be talking about vaping stuff, haven't I?
No, you're right. We can embrace summer. It's part of the wonderful creations that we need to appreciate on a daily basis to make sure that we all have happy and profitable personal lives.
That's it, sir. The great oaks, the knowledgeable ones with Google, are saying June the 21st.
Oh, okay.
The equinox.
So we've got like 21, 22 days of give it some beans to enjoy the late nights.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
It's just God, see, I'm just totally out of sorts here now. Excuse me, I'll have my drink of my tea.
I'm just gonna scroll up a little bit because while I was doing all that talking, I think there was some questions. So I'm just going to do that while you're looking at your tea. So looks like Smock Pen was the last one that I saw. Hi from Not So Sunny Western Supermare, says Carl Maniton. Hello, Carl. How you doing? There's a bunch of people that have joined this halfway through, and I think I just saw someone say there was a notification after this was like 14 minutes in. So that kind of goes to prove what I was talking about. Ray Deering has said, what about Twitch? You can do videos on there. And I have got a Twitch channel, Ray, but I'm not using it a great deal at the moment. The problem is nothing, absolutely nothing can touch YouTube from its point of reach, even though people don't get to see your shit, it's got the ability to reach just ridiculously higher amounts of people than anything else on the planet at the moment. So don't forget, I've just scrolled past a bunch of stuff. Don't forget, there is if you do have something to say, put it in. Start it with @VapingBiker or @Todd's Reviews, and then put the question or comment in uppercase in capital letters so we can see it. That would be brilliant. Cause Steve, my notification usually comes in halfway through the show. Absolutely, and that's imagine what happens when it's like a 10-minute review. You just don't get it. So make sure the bell is on. It's the most we can do, and whenever you see a YouTube channel, then just complain to them about it. They love that. Right, I want to clean my camera. What are you vaping on, Mr. T?
You haven't mentioned my suntan.
There's a reason for that.
Look, this is me normally.
What, blue?
I've got a suntan.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. No,
I'm very happy that I got to sit out in the sun. Okay, vaping stuff. I apologize for not talking about vaping. I actually haven't got anything exciting to talk to you about or show you. You've seen it all before. Did I show you the custard mods?
The little dinky tiny one.
Yeah, I think I showed you that last. I did. I showed you that last week.
You did? Yeah, I remember. I remember what you showed me rather than what I showed.
The reason that I'm light blue is because I've switched them off.
Balance?
No, I've got my LEDs behind the PC and the monitor, but
exactly. So color balance them off.
Anyway, I did today. I did get this.
No, hang on. Let me put the camera on you. Just find my thing. I saw you post a picture of that on on Twitter. Actually, I never look at Twitter, but I had a little look. It was nice that you. It looks like you put your own name on there in Tipex, so I think that was good.
I did. What? I've got Twitter.
I don't mind that you get confused about Twitter. It's Instagram that really winds me up because my Instagram page is sexier than yours, and you've still got more followers than me.
I don't know how these things work. You know this. You know this. Anyway, yes. So this is the Vapor Giant. Excuse me while I read it on the side. This is the V5M.
Yeah.
Yes, apparently, and this is fully open.
Holy fuckballs!
Yeah, the air hole underneath the coil's massive.
What's the deck like?
It's classic RTA deck, basically.
Okay.
But you can get really chunky wires in it. I mean, very chunky wires. But they also sent me on. Excuse me, while this is my joints, not my chair.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's. They sent. What else did they send me? They also. They sent me. Didn't mean to bump that. Sorry. Dean gets very upset when I knock my microphone.
I do, as everybody who has half-decent speakers or headphones should do.
And they also sent on this as well from Vapor Giant. This is their mouth-to-lung tanky poos. That's, and I can tell you nothing other than what is written on the box, and that's not in English, so I can't read you that either. Short and sweet version is these guys will be coming back to the UK. I think they're just going to go down the route of sticking in a reducer, taking it down to 2 mil, and then you can flap it out, which is good to see because I always really liked the Vapor Giant tanks. They were always good, and don't know what the mouth to lung one like, but the big cloudy boy is quite cloudy.
Yeah, I can't. That's stunning airflow for essentially a high-end tank. How much are they? I mean, are they like 120 euros or something?
You're always right. No idea. I have no idea. But somebody in chat will no doubt point out how much this costs.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do think it's about the €120, €130 mark.
Yeah, that seems to be kind of the going rate for a bunch of sort of that kind of made tank, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I do like that. See the way they've got their eagle, and all the this bit going around the back. I do like all this kind of stuff. It's quite smart.
Yeah.
And that's the Typhoon mod that it's sitting on, and it's very good.
That plate around the screen. How do you feel about that?
The what around the where?
The plate, the big kind of square plate thing around the screen. Does that look like it's entirely finished to you, or is that just my sort of first look at it thinking?
To be perfectly honest, it looks like it was made from a kit of Meccano.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, all the, you got all the screws going on there and screws there and there, and it's, yeah, it's a very good mod. It weighs a ton. I think it's made from bricks, but yeah, it's not half bad. Other stuff I've been vaping away with is pretty much just the Breeze 2.
Gotcha.
Which I really like. I really like.
Very nice too. Have you got 50/50 Nick salts, whatever going on in the Breeze, or have you got your normal stuff?
No, I've got 6 milligram instead of 3 milligram. I cannot do Nick salts because I don't know about you, but for me when I vape, it's almost more about the action. Like my system is conditioned to doing, say, lifting something up 20 times every hour in vaping.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's got 3.
Just do that action again. I just want to record the screen.
Stop that. And yeah, so if I use Nick salts, I will still vape the same and just get high as a kite.
Well, you won't know, really, will you? But you'll have more of a buzz off it, I suppose.
No, it's buzz high as a. Don't start getting all technical on me.
I get enough of being demonetized. I don't need that. I went had a look on my creator studio on YouTube the other day and realized that I think my most higher performing videos over the last month have pretty much all been demonetized. So I've had to put a review in for all of them, which is just random because they went perfectly fine for weeks or a week or two, and then just YouTube decided to fuck me over. Anyway, what we got here? Could you maybe say, here we go. Jameson MP says, could you maybe say a little bit about the saver and what you think of it without giving too much of your review away? Direct to lung mode, what do you think? So you've reviewed it already, right?
I have, yes.
And what do you think of it?
Watch the review.
Splendid. Good. Absolutely. Go and watch Mr. Todd's reviews.
No, it's a very good. It's like I said. It's definitely not shit. It's a very good little RTA, and it does mouth to lung well, and it does restricted direct lung well. It does play on both sides of the fence.
Absolutely.
And I think it does it well. There's a couple of things I'm not a fan of on it, but that's more aesthetics than anything else. But it's good. They've done a good job with it. It's definitely not shit.
Absolutely. It's one of the better sort of bi tanks, isn't it? As in, like, not bisexual, but bi air. Could that be a thing? Bi sucking? No. Bi.
Big hole you're going, Daz. You're digging a big hole here.
It's direct to lung and mouth to lung. Because of that really small chamber in there, it does work rather nicely. The only thing that kind of can be a little frustrating is that airflow adjuster being super tight when it's screwed onto a mod.
Yes, absolutely. I must admit, the silver one that I sent on to somebody else. I mean, I'm still using the black one here.
Yeah,
and it has slackened off somewhat. But yeah, it's not bad. I hope he comes out with bigger tanks.
Yes.
And I'm sure I saw somebody today. In fact, I think it was Riyadh. Riyadh, you know Riyadh.
Yeah.
He had a bubble tank on his.
Okay.
So he's found a tank that actually fits on it. So, yeah, more capacity would be good.
Yeah, absolutely. Have to have a look and see what I've got that's got a bubble on it and might work. Right. What else have we got going on here? Is there any other questions? Just looking for the names and uppercase, because it's easy. Mark Elkins at Todd, what two-legged devil is that on your right side by the fan?
It's a fox.
There you go then.
it's a fox. It's Todd. Coat of arms for Todd. Foxes, hence Foxy. It's just something we exchange gifts in our family, and it's usually Foxy related.
Fair enough. So yeah. It's not from the wife saying that you're Foxy yet.
No, not since 1992 has she said that.
Cuz Steve says bifunctional. That kind of works. That's all right. Richard James Rushton, how long till we get the Basium next mod purchase for me? I did mention earlier on, I'll be able to tell you more hopefully on the next vlog. If the airflow on the Sinistral, Vaping Biker and Todd's reviews, if the airflow on the Saver is mostly governed by the internal AF, is there any point in adjusting the external AFC? I think there's more of a point in adjusting the external when you've got the direct to lung post in, rather than when you've got the mouth to lung post in there.
I agree with you 100%.
Fantastic.
He's bang on. I mean, I never mouth to lung, never touched the external airflow. It was open fully the whole time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sinistral. We'll just say he's wrong. Even if he's right, we'll just say he's wrong because it's
Now, Lassie is saying, how's the 510 drip tip connection and your Saver? Grim had a really loose connection. I'm picking up my mod with batteries and the tank by the drip tip. So that should give you an indication about that one.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed a loose drip tip, have you? You know,
No.
I've got the limelight sitting on that one now, and
Shall we give it a real test?
go on then, we can do.
This could be an expensive joke if this goes wrong. No, I'm not doing that joke. No. It's a £400 mod that I'm screwing it onto, and if that falls, it's just not going to be funny.
I would find great humor in that.
You're just sick, twisted individual. No, my drip tip is it's what I would expect from any other 510 drip tip.
Yes. So there we go. That answers that one. So it looks like Nick might have just got a loose one, maybe. I don't know. Right. Todd's reviews looks like something from a Roald Dahl novel. I guess he's talking about the fox rather than you. Although, did the Roald Dahl do big BFG? It might have done. That could have been you.
Oh, yo, that was good. That was good. I like that one. Well done, cheeky cunt. That's him here. Say hello. Yes. Like, do you like them? I would look good in that.
You would. You would.
I've got legs like that.
Of course you have.
Yes.
Style.
Yeah. I'll leave him there.
Don't knock him over now. He's on there where you're used to putting your elbows. For fuck's sake.
It's possibly from Wind in the Willows or something like that. More than likely.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Good times. So, have you seen anything in the vaping world or industry or things that you've kind of gone, oh, fuck me, or ooh-hoo?
Well, every hour in the vaping industry, I go, fuck me. It's just, God, there's some shit. And no, well, I was going to go down the route and talking about that last message that I sent about that company, but just companies looking for, they say it themselves, promoters.
Yeah.
Just fuck. And I know I get it's a thing, it exists, and some people, I mean, some people do call reviewers promoters as well, and I get it, I understand it, but for certain people that consider themselves not to be promoters, it's really annoying to get emails like, well, it pisses me off, but I'm old and grumpy.
No, I get that as well. And it's the ones that saying we'd like to sponsor you.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the thing that does me, and I ranted about this, I think I did, was it last week or on a live stream? I think it might have been a live stream, where if you're a company and you want your product to be shown to the world, then do your research on people. Don't just give it to anyone and fucking anyone's uncle, because you have no idea if those people are kind of positive people for the industry, let alone your company. And, you know, we as vapors, as reviewers, will always give an honest review. But, you know, you get some people that will just latch on and just be knobheads or whatever else just because it's wrong. And when companies have lazy PR or lazy marketing that can't be asked to do their research, it really fucking winds me up. Nearly as much as when you get a hi there, we watch your channel all the time and love everything you do. It's really good, and we think it would be brilliant if you would please review our e-liquid line. Fuck off, will you? And then when they also, they don't BCC, but they actually CC in like another 10 reviewers as well. That's always a treat, that one. That's fucking marvelous. Anyway, so there's a couple of things here. So at Todd's Reviews, it's Mr. Todd from Peter Rabbit, you fanny, apparently.
What, the fanny? I'll go with the fanny bit. I'm always open to being called a fanny. Probably right. Probably 100% correct. Thank you for the education.
Fantastic.
But I'm more a Winnie the Pooh kind of guy. I wasn't a Peter the Rabbit fan.
Have you seen the Winnie the Pooh film that's coming out?
The trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a huge Winnie the Pooh fan. This is not what I expected to be saying in this live stream, but there you go.
But the trailer just looked fucking weird. I don't understand it. Right, what else have we got? With all the mouth to lung RTOs being released, do either one of you have a favourite out of the new crop? I've not really tried many at all, mainly because I don't really do tanks. I like the Saver, I do like that, and I like the Berserker. Those are the two tanks that I go to if I want a mouth to lung kind of vape, and there you go. And that's because I like the cheapy ones, because I don't use them that often.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Schwarzy being controversial. Stop it. Vaping Biker, can you use Nick salts in mouth to lung tanks? Absolutely. Or Nick salt e-liquids? Yes, you can. What else have we got? Any thoughts on Armageddon? Asks Ivan. I haven't got enough information to be able to have a strong opinion either way. Now, if the gentleman involved has been selling things that have been made in China and said that they're American made, then that's very, very wrong indeed. However, I from what I'm kind of seeing about, it seems that he does work hard on the mix at the very least, but I don't know the details, so I haven't got enough information to get involved with that one. And this is something that I think we as an industry need to calm the fuck down on, because we will hear a breath of scandal, and then loads of people just jump on and go, kill all death, burn him. The witch, and we don't know enough information to be able to really kind of go hardcore into it. There's often very few people that know all of the information, and us as an industry need to calm the fuck down. Just throw in mud, because sometimes, and I'm not saying that it's not factual in this case, but sometimes we can all be very, very wrong. So there's two sides, and we need to find out what the deal is before we go poo. But if you're unsure, vote with your money. As always, just don't buy the products. That's enough of a thing.
Yeah. There is that thing on what does made in, what does it actually mean? Is it, I mean, it could be made in China, it could be assembled in the USA.
Yeah.
And then they can say, it was made in the USA. You've got but any decent mod maker should make that crystal clear.
Absolutely.
Especially if they're using it as a sales point. If it's yeah. You put it very well. Thank you.
Thank you. My Basium is made in China, just so you know.
Well, I'm not fucking reviewing that then.
I'll put a sticker on yours and charge 450 quid, and because it'll have a sticker on it, it'll be a one-off. So
it does cost more than £100 though, doesn't it?
Oh fuck it, 500, 600.
Okay, that's fine. I'll review it then, because it was cheaper than that. Then,
but no, it's only to you because you'll get the special one, obviously, like put together with virgin sweat and I don't know.
That's cool, because I'll just sell it to China anyway.
Yeah, that's fair enough. The jobs are good. There is a vape reviewer for every style of product, but marketers are really lazy if they're not interested in vaping. Yeah, absolutely. It's a thing. There is a lot of them. There's a lot of them on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, on all sorts. But people, there's people for everybody, and you will like some people's style more than you like mine or like Todd's or whatever else, and that's cool. It's not a thing where someone's negative or bad, but I wouldn't say Rip is a promoter. I wouldn't say that a lot of people are promoters, because I respect them as for what they do. Do I agree with everything they do? No, I don't. Of course I don't. But you've got to respect people for doing their own thing. If you don't like it, don't watch. There's that old thing of kind of years ago, you used to get told if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. What happened to that? What happened there? But anyway, there you go.
Well, that kind of blows our conversations right out the water.
Yeah, but no one's listening. It's just me and you chatting.
That's okay then.
Your thoughts on the Rage Squonk Matey M16 skills? I did a video on that last week. In fact, go and check that video. See, people aren't knowing that my shit's up there. Very annoying. But no, go and check that out, buddy, because that covers everything that I thought about that, and I think it's very good. What else? Did you get sent to Nord? No, I did not, Jibby Jeffs. So that's the end of that one. What else have we got? Have you tried Curiously Cola by Darkstar? No, I haven't. However, what I am rocking in the Pico 2 is this Cosmics caramel coffee from Darkstar, and it's not steeped enough, but it's actually quite nice. It's actually quite nice. Jesse Heidenreich, I think. I feel people get way too attached to specific brands. People, there are a lot more important things in the world to get all hot and bothered about. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. Only tried Athena from Darkstar. My wife loves Athena, and I quite like it as well. What else have we got? Vaping Biker and Todd's reviews. I like the style right here. Drama-free, mild abuse. It's great. Yeah, absolutely. But we don't do anything. We don't do any kind of drama things. We just bitch about, the grand scheme of things.
What? Mild abuse? Mild?
You're right. You do pick on me quite hardcore from time to time.
Next.
When is Todd's mod and RD8? Well, his sub tank, his cloudy sub tank is coming out next July, I believe. It's got 9 coils in it, and they're all mesh. So it's actually a 0.002, which I think is going to be interesting. And it's being sold. It's made out of stabwood, and it'll be sold for about £300.
Yeah, no. There will only be one made.
Uh-huh.
I will own it, and that's it. I'll make two. I'll make two just to get people's hopes up,
Make the original ones out of stabwood and then just go to plastic. Not even kind of a nice 3D print, just PLA all the way. Rick Mason's just convinced his mate to buy a genuine Kennedy 24. That's an old school tank. That was quite cool back in the day. Although the bottom feed airflow, I think, has started my desire not to like bottom feed airflows. But yeah, the Kennedy was a good old tank. M16's just seen the video, got a Rage Squonk with brushed steel version. Fantastic. When the cosmic stuff steeps, it's very strong. Good to know. Todd's reviews. How is that 4-cell mod of yours holding up? I like going back to the show and tell show and tell. I like seeing it. Okay, so someone likes seeing your beagle. Hang on, I'll put the camera on you. I'll put the camera. Boom. There you go.
There you go. One beagle. Bang. I like my beagle.
Tis a beast. Do you clean it very often? I mean, that kind of is a bit of a personal question, but
If I don't clean it, it smells. But not on the top. It's kind of the lip round the bottom here.
Is it? And does it kind of collect kind of stuff just under that kind of?
It does. If you don't clean it properly, then it just this like white residue just carries up. It's disgusting. It really is. But just get a good microfiber on it and a good hard rub, and it comes up like new.
Oh dear, you're wrong. Am I going to review Mike Vape's new RTA? Can't remember the name of it. I doubt it, to be honest with you. I doubt I'll get one, but if I do, then I'll certainly show it off. But I don't know, and I don't really know anything about it to say yes or no for sure yet. But it's unlikely, to be honest with you. John Cook, any sign of the Daedalus 2 review? No. Well, kind of. I'm out of my the wire that I make, so I need to make some more, which could be an absolutely ideal time to make up some or to do the video for it. So there we go. But here we go. Jackie Reynolds is asking me a question, but it's absolutely for you more than me. Any idea how to do a single coil build on the Mark Bugs Charm RDA?
I reviewed that.
Did you?
I'm sure I did. Yeah, the Charm.
Yeah.
Almost positive I reviewed that.
Cool. So go back and have a look at that. Although, to be fair, asking Todd to do a coil selection is a little bit like asking a builder to, I don't know, make a sideboard. But we'll give it a go. Go and check it out. If you want to put your link up, you certainly can do. But no, go and check out Mr. Todd's reviews, because he's very good on that sort of stuff.
It's it's I'd say I've forgotten what it's called already.
Charm. Mark Bud's Charm.
Yeah, I keep thinking of the chalice, because that's
quite a dinky little one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Charm. I've reviewed most of Mark Bug's gear. Oh, I did. Well, no, damn. I was going to say blow me. I'm just checking to see what kind of build I actually put in there.
I'm going to go with an 8 wrap of 27 gauge.
2, 3, 4. Aye, well, okay, moving on. The charm was just, it was like a velocity style deck. There's no great mystery to it.
I think Jackie was asking about a single coil. So was there a reducer?
Honestly, I cannot remember, mate. I really cannot remember. It was so long ago now.
There you go, Jackie. Go and check out Todd's reviews. He'll show you everything you need to know about it, my friend. Oh, and he's put a link in chat. Look, boom. You don't do it right now, because then they'll go off and watch that rather than this. Rude.
No. They're just to pre-warn you. My opinion is that if it glows red, it's suitable for the job. So
absolutely. So we've got Vape Fest. That's coming up soon, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, off to Poland next month first.
Okay.
And then to...
And you say next month, as in June, not July, right?
Yes. And then August. Nothing in July, and then August is Vape Fest.
Fantastic. Good times. And I'm going to be going off to Expo in October. I think it's October. So that's going to be the next one that I'll be seeing you at. But I don't know if I'm going to the Intersteam show in Berlin or not. I'm unsure whether. But seeing as we're getting closer and I haven't had any more information, then I'm thinking probably not, to be honest with you. Nathan's asking what our veins are on the SQ Squonker. I'm thinking he's probably asking what thoughts are rather than veins, to be honest. You've had the SQ. A lot of people love it, and I think you quite like it as well, don't you?
Yeah, the SQ was awesome. Still awesome. It's amazing. It was out for ages, and then it got in the hands of some Americans, and then it became really popular again. But I don't know what the 510 is like on the newer version, if you like, but that was really the only downside to it, was that it was a manually adjustable 510.
Yeah, absolutely. Okie dokie, cool. Is Vape Fest still viable as an event? Absolutely, Jezza Gates. It absolutely is. Depending on what you're going for. If you're going for a social for people to meet up with and like-minded people to drink beer with and chill out with and talk about vaping and all that good stuff, then yeah, sure. As a business, I don't know. You'd have to talk to other businesses. But no, for a big old social, it's kind of more of the social aspect than it is for anything else. And I haven't got any friends, so I'm not going. There is Vape Collective as well. That's soon as well, but I don't know when that is, and I'm not going to that either. So that's the thing, and I'm sure you can find out on Facebook if you want any more information. So if you've got any more questions about anything else that's been going on, please chuck them in chat with at Vaping Bike or at Todd's Reviews at the start there. That would be great, and then we can see that going on. Dominic, what
did I mention, since we're talking about events?
I think
I just thought I'd drop that in there.
When is it? When are you going to Vegas?
November.
Hate you.
Yep. You come to Paris. Come to Paris in October.
I told you I'll come to Paris. Drive down there and then you can pick me up on the way.
Yeah, not a problem.
Get on it. Get it done. That'd be cool. Maybe do a road trip. We could vlog daily on a road trip in a very grim and own boy kind of way. That'd be awesome.
I can't. Helicopter comes to my house, picks me up and takes me over.
Well, there's that. But, dump it off here. That'll be fine. Loads of people in chat saying that the SQ is still manual, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
Jackie says she's already what I think it's a she, a he, or Jackie. I'm not going to presume. Already watched the charm. You only did a dual coil, so there you go. You suck.
Well, my advice to you is just to do half of what I did.
Boom, sorted. Any new stuff from Bombertech? I've not seen any new. I haven't seen any new vaping gear, but I'm looking to see if I can see it, and I can't. But they're reloader caps. They have got different anodized aluminium reloader caps, which are very, very good. So it's worth going and checking those out for them. Because I think they're a great way of putting things on Gorilla bottles, like extra caps on Gorilla bottles or different caps, so you can use them to refill squonks and all that sort of good stuff.
Is that what you're on about? One of these wee things?
Yeah, not that one, but one like it. Oh, my eyes are really red. Yeah, I did see it like the other day when I was doing a bit of a tidy up, and then I think I may have put it somewhere safe, possibly. We don't know where I'm done with it. But yes, I've shown them off before, and I think they're very good. You pair on a road trip would be funny as hell. See, Labwork says would be awesome on a road trip. It's you. You're stopping that. Why do you hate me? You're welcome to come and hang out with me in Oz, says Legion Vapes. I'd like that. Oz would be awesome. That would be cool.
Yes.
A long whole flight. But yeah, that'd be damn cool. Is the Honda Shadow 400 any good? As looking at custom bomber version, had a 750 Spirit, which is okay, but worried about the oomph. 400 not so much. I think the 400 was only available in certain countries and a little bit underpowered. Go for a 600. It's chain driven, so it looks better as a bobber, and it's super light, and you can throw them around, and that you can re-gear it so it'll go like stink. So yeah, go for the 600 rather than the 400. Boom, there we go. Have you seen Rick Modmaker's version of the refiller caps? I don't think I have. Have you?
No, I've not.
It's the end of that one then. Alan Wilson, when is the Typhon review coming? Hi from Jerseys. So that's going to be, even though he's tagged me in it, it's going to be for you because I'm not going to have that.
The Typhoon review is, it's not shit. Here we go.
Excuse me, but are you going to do a proper review?
I am going to do a proper review, yes.
Cool.
I am.
Do you know anything about Fatality RTA? I know nothing of it. Alex Cian? You know, I've never even heard of it. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, it's dead.
Dead.
No, I've no idea. I've never heard of it. Sorry, it's just, that was a poor joke. That was a poor joke.
Fair enough. No, I know nothing about that at all. Home comforts, did you talk about it already? What's the Fox about? Yes, we have talked about that already. Robert Wiggles, who would drive? That would have to be Mr. Todd, because you know, he likes all that sort of stuff and he's a bit of a control freak, so that would be good. What else have we got going on here? New Pulse firmware on the P80, good stuff. I think that's just an information thing from Socrates there. What else have we got going on here? Vaping Bogger Todd's reviews. A fortnight with you two in a VW camper would end very badly. It would be stinking, and neither of us would have any sleep, because I feel that we would both snore to the point that the other one wouldn't get any sleep. And
I don't snore.
Yes, you do.
I'm do.
Sure you will do, you know. So, no, it's not happening. It would be sweet though.
Have you ever download? This was an argument we had, myself and Karen, a few moons ago.
Yeah,
was that she said, "I'm going to sleep in the spare room. You're snoring is too much," and I was adamant that I wasn't snoring. So I downloaded one of those apps that monitors your sleep.
Yeah,
and I listened to it in the morning, and it was like, it has a graph, and I think from 10 minutes after I fell asleep, it went straight into the red, and it stayed there for 8 hours. And when you listened to it, it sounded like a wild elephant had broken into the house.
That's fantastic.
It was, yeah, pretty bad.
I don't. Vicky says that I do snore. I think I don't. I think I'm a perfect angel. I possibly look incredibly angelic when I'm asleep as well. So, you know. Vote for Viking Touch Reviews. Go check out the Just Add Nick Facebook page. There was a pic on there to be released soon, I think. Fair enough. Good to know. You and Todd driving down to Paris and blowing some dense clouds while recording vids would be like Cheech and Chong, but for vapors.
God, I've not watched Cheech and Chong for years.
Yeah, it's one of those things. If you go back and look at it now, it's going to be shit and really annoy you. So, you know.
Yeah.
Right. What else have we got? Have we got any more? I've got another one for you guys. Has the law against vaping affected the UK market like the US also? Has the law against vaping affected the UK market? I think it's challenged us a little bit. And I think originally when the TPD first came in, it offered some challenges that saw a little bit of a slump. I think I saw some figures that we're not growing as much as we have been. But whether that's TPD related or not is very, very difficult to say because we're not as bad as it is in the States. And so, you know, I don't know. But you used to work in a vape shop. You got any more information on that one?
Yeah, I mean, I think in vape shop, I've not worked in a vape shop for over a year. I worked in the vape shop for 3 years. And when I started that was the boom. It's just things were just mental. They're really, I mean, you had queues of folk going out the door wanting to buy, you know, Ego batteries and CE4s. It was just nuts. But certainly I still go into some of the local vape shops, and I think it's like any business. People are going to complain about it getting quiet. But I think a lot of it's to do with oversaturation on vape shops in the high street.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's certainly way more now than we've ever had, isn't there? Quite significantly.
Yeah, I mean, the town up the road from me it's a small town. It's not large at all, and they've got 6 or 7 vape shops, which is just insane. But
I think it's now more than ever, it's important to have the right staff in vape shops and the people that can actually help the public and help, because a lot of the vape shop owners tend not to know as much as they should do or could do. And I think it needs the people that work in the vape shops to be able to have an open communication with the bosses and say, look, what we need these products in to keep things going, because I think it's very difficult with the amount of products on the market now to have different stuff or to have, you know, have kind of interesting products. I've said this for a long time, and I would love to see like a collection of in sort of every major town that's got multiple vape shops, to have a thing where people can get together and you've got one person from each vape shop and they say, right, well, we're all going to have Smot gear, or we're all going to have Inikin or whatever else, but tell you what, we'll do a bunch of the mix because our staff are really hot on mix, and then you'll do a whole bunch of, you know, the really strange boutique juice, and then you can do a whole bunch of squonkers, and that way you could all work together. I think that would be a really nice way of doing stuff, but I can't see it ever happening. Can you?
No, it's business. That would never happen.
Yeah,
never happen.
It's a shame though. Be cool.
But there's this, I mean, I know, I mean, like, you've got all your chains. I mean, the vast majority of them don't bother with anything like mix and stuff like that now.
Yeah.
It's, which is a shame. It's a shame.
It is. It is. Do you think there's a place in the market for 20 milligram Nick shot instead of the standard 18 milligram widely available? No, personally, I don't. I don't think that there's any benefit to anybody going from 18 to 20, but it has to be 18 because it allows wiggle room in case things aren't measured 100% as far as I'm aware. So there you go.
Didn't know that.
I'm still not well, you know. What else have we got? Is there any more? Any other questions going on in there at the moment? Element do 20 milligram salt Nick shots. Oh, do they really? That's interesting. That'd be interesting to see how that got through on the TPD, I would imagine.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just Sorns. That's just good lighting and nothing else.
You both do look good. Look, no, I can't talk. You both do look so good today. Somehow younger. What did you do? Did you find an e-liquid that make you both look younger? Want to have a vape of them too? A big hug to you too. Big hug to you too as well, Soren. Big hug.
Just do what I do. I just hang about with somebody that's not quite as good looking as me, and it makes me look better.
Why do you think I invite you on the show? There we go. Just for men. Yes, your hair is looking a little bit darker, I think, than when I last saw it.
It's just the lighting.
Is it?
It's the lighting. I have no issue with it. As I've said many times, and I make a joke, if I was to, I think I was about 30, and I am white, a full head of white hair.
Yeah. What else have we got? Can't wait for the Basium. Hurry up and bring it out. I'm trying, Jonathan. I'm trying, but there is a couple of things that I had to just kind of really smooth out because I want it to be as good as it possibly can be. And there's just a couple of things that I had to change up, and we're there. I've agreed to everything now. We're all happy. So jobs are fucking good. As you're both in the know, do you have any news on the Drop Dead or Drop Solo? I have no news on it at all. Diddy, I'm aware of them, but I don't have any news. So there we go. Keith wants you to grow a beard.
Never going to happen. Even when I worked at sea, I still shaved. I never had a beard.
I just wish shops would carry 12 milligram liquids that haven't sat for 12 months or more. They always make me sick when I try them. Don't make your own, Jesse. There you go. There's the answer to that one. Make your own. Make it exactly how you like it. It's super easy to do, and you can have a jolly good old time. So there you go. There's an option. Any idea what's happened to JMFD mods? They were funky little mods back in the day. Although they did have those little BB style buttons, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. The buttons were pretty shit, but they were nice looking mods. Yeah. I don't know. I've not heard of them or seen them post anything in a long time in any of the groups that I'm in, but that doesn't mean they aren't still going. It's
absolutely, but they were really nice, and they were kind of Stabwood before Stabwood was really as big as it well, anywhere near the size it is now.
Yeah. It's did we say how shit David Mottram's coils are?
Terrible things.
Shit coils. I'd just like to put that out there.
Although I will be using one in my Saver review, but you'll get a big head. You know what he's like. He'll get all excitable. What's your favorite coils or wire? Level Toot asks us both. Yours?
Mine's are anything that isn't made by David Mottram. Honestly, the big adventure in my wire box is if I'm feeling rowdy, I'll go for 24 gauge. If it's not 24 gauge, it's 26 gauge, and that's it.
Yeah. And is that Canthal or is that stainless?
That's just Canthal. I mean, I've got some stainless there as well, but I very seldom use it. I've got a box full of these Chinese crappy coils, but it really is. It's the wheel of death. You know, you take one out and it's one, for example, 0.5 ohm hive coils. I guarantee if I put that on a natty, it'll come out about 0.15.
Yeah.
They're just nearly always shit.
And they're not David Mottram's coils, by the way. I did a video on my favorite coils. So dual core 26 gauge with stainless steel with 38 gauge or 36 gauge Canthal or wrap around the outside and then flattened. Any comments on Morton Owen creating the perfect airflow for his Nord RDA? None at all, George. None at all on that one, my friend. I've not tried it, and so no, I've not. Have either of you chaps tried a gin and tonic juice? If so, does it work? I have. There was a company who make here Vaptasia. Vaptasia have got a line called Hooch, and I think they do a gin and tonic, and it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. Yeah, I'm sure it was huge. Yeah, it's definitely huge. Yeah, there we go. Todd at least grow a handlebar mustache.
Could you imagine?
It'd be brilliant.
The worst thing, I'm going to have to go and get glasses very, very soon. So go full grey, glasses, and a handlebar moustache. It's just, actually, I could rebrand, couldn't I?
You could. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Todd the Gentleman Vapor.
No, there was somebody called the Gentleman Vapor in the past. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a reviewer called the Gentleman Vapor.
Cool.
Ago.
Good times. Dean Todd, any recommendation on coils to the Recoil Rebel RDA, round wire or alien? I'm going to go with my flattened Claptons because that's what I love. And like I said, there is a video about that if you do want to go and check that out. Kevin Mann. I'm going to send you a litre of WD-40 for that bloody chair, Mr. Todd, says Tim Dorr. Where can you get a DNA 75 steam engine mod from? If you could help, I don't know. I would have to Google it exactly the same as you, my friend. So not really anything I can help you with on that one.
Well, what about that steam engine mod you did not long ago? Was that not a DNA 75?
Well, that brown leather one?
Yeah.
Yeah, not long ago. That was last year. That was.
Was it?
Yeah, that was months ago. But yeah, I don't know where you would go and buy one from now. Do you?
They're still flogging them. I was contacted by somebody like GearBest not that long ago asking me to review it. Sorry about the chair. Sorry.
Well, there you go. So a little bit of Google foo and you should be done and dusted. Did you know Deadpool wanted to call his child Todd? I've watched Deadpool 2 and I missed that. Gutted. You haven't seen that, have you? Hello? Hello? Are you there? There you go.
I put my microphone in silent because I was moving about and I didn't want to upset anybody else.
Craig Higginbotham, have you ever tried braiding your own coils? I've tried, but keep having brain farts halfway through. I've looked at it and many, I think Squid Dude did a video on it like a couple of years ago, and I thought about it and then decided that was a bad idea, and I was just never happened. Just no. But no, there we go. So I think we're pretty much done. I think we're done and dusted for a change at a nice cheeky 10:30. So is there anything else? Oh, you got the pipe out. Hang on, I'll put the camera on you, showing the pipe. Look at that.
That's just that's me. Handlebar moustache, glasses, grey. I think I would just rock. That's a nice vape. That. Anyway.
I'm going to have to get my big monster pipe out, like 4 battery one that I've got. I'm going to have to get that out again. So I've used that for ages. Good. Right. Excellent. I think we're done. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about this evening before we bugger off?
No, not at, I really did. That Mottram just winds me up something rotten. I've nothing. I've nothing to add. No, not a thing. I've not been up to much, and I've not seen much happening outside the usual vape drama and bullshit. So sorry. I'm really sorry.
Fair enough. Pardon me.
No. When's your mechanic review coming
out? Soon, I think. Maybe next week, maybe the week after.
Yeah. No, it's I've recorded mine and I've put it up in my group, but at the end of the review, I kind of not land you in it. But, I do mention the fact that I've done my from because they say for the StatQuam mechanical mod, as you know, it states that they recommend the lowest resistance they recommend is 0.3 ohm.
Yes.
So I discussed that a little bit, and I do say that it'll be interesting to get your take on it from somebody that vapes normally lower than that on a mechanical mod.
Yes. Yeah, I've got 0.15 in there right at this very moment in time, in fact.
Oh, you beast, you.
I know, I'm an animal. I am using a Samsung 30T as well. Shall we see? Oh, dead rabbit coil's not looking pretty. Oh, sounds angry. You ready? Ooh.
Ooh.
Doing a grand job, doing a fine job, but there we go. That's nearly out of juice. You know, just that hint you get just before it goes full ball burnt.
Yes. I'm just going to do it quickly. Label, was that the GSL on the pipe? No, that's the Typhoon GT4 on the pipe. Red Bastard Vape says, have you ever done a Geppetto mod review? Yes, I reviewed a Geppetto before he became the price bracket that he currently is. Back when you could actually buy one of his mods on Liberty Vapes, or Liberty Flights, sorry. The current LP is Pink Floyd, The Wall, and yeah, and Diddy Wright says Nightcore Juice review.
Yeah, man, so does just no. Just do I ever forget products to review? I tell you, sometimes makes you wonder why, doesn't it, eh?
Did you do the Dripper by Statquam?
Yes, I included that in another video.
Did you? Oh, that's right. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, stop trying to get me in trouble. Have you ever done anything with DPM Nataraki?
No, I've not. I've not. No.
There you go. I've never even heard of him, it, whatever. So it sounds impressive, though. Right. Let's make shit happen. Right. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us on another Tuesday night. Well, you know, Monday night / Tuesday night. Thank you for spending an hour and a half of your time with us for a little bit of a chinwag and a chat. Hopefully next week I'm going to have a bunch more cool information for you. And I am going to try and make some notes of what goes on between now and then. So there's actually kind of more newsy things to talk about.
let me know how that works out for you.
I used to do it all the time, and it was great because I actually had stuff planned. But I'm crap with planning stuff these days. So jobs are good. But no. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying with me. If you've not hit the bell, then make sure you please do, even though YouTube still may suck when it comes to giving you notifications. But I should be back. I've got 2 reviews that went out over the last week, so there'll be at least another 2, if not 3, in this coming week before Monday. So keep an eye out for those, please do. If you've not seen any of the last couple, go and check those out and let me know what you think as well. That would be great, particularly of the live one, of the feed link, because I'd like to get your input on that one, on if you think that's good enough to do a little bit more of, because sometimes when I'm doing the pretty flashy ones with the camera sliders and the things and the stuff, they're all great, but they take a lot of time up. And I'm planning on kind of catching up with my review queue a little bit by doing a few more live ones. So let me know if you think they're a good thing. Also, thank you so much to my patrons. Very kind of you. There is going to be some stuff coming out to those guys. I think all my boxes get delivered tomorrow or Thursday. So no, tomorrow is what day is it today? Tuesday. Tomorrow or Thursday. So I'll be able to do some postage sales for the different tiers going on in there. And I would like to do another raffle because it's been a while since I've done one of those. So no, all in all, merch, Vaping Biker, get it up, yeah. Vapingbiker.co.uk, go and check it out, and also go make sure if you're on Instagram, make sure that you follow me on Instagram, because you know I'm like 300 away from Todd now. So
that's a low blow. That's a low blow.
I've got to beat him. I can't be second to Todd. I don't care about things in the grand scheme of things. I couldn't give a shit about anybody else. I just want more followers on Instagram than Todd's got. That's it. That's all I want. Just make me.
Listen, you know I put a lot of work into those photos.
You lying bastard. Right, on that note, get away with yourself and have yourselves a wonderful night and a wonderful week, and I'll see you very, very soon. And Mr. Todd will see you probably tomorrow on his channel, so go and check that out. Right, Mr. Todd, camera's on you. We're going out for it, full time, proper time. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you very, very soon, but You've gone too early.
I've peaked.
You've peaked too early.
I've peaked.
That was just gone.
I've not got that. Not tonight. It's not happening tonight. You can wind me up on it. I'll just sit here. Yeah, you can go get pumped. As we say here, you can go get pumped. I'm not. I'll do it one last time, and if it's not good enough,
all right,
tough.
All right.
You say when?
All right then. So, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we're going properly this time. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next week. Have it large.
Oh yeah.